You are a being of infinite love, a being of infinite potential, yet you hold yourself back. Why? Why are you holding yourself back?
Wolftelligence!
Welcome back to the podcast. My name is R.E. On this episode, why are you holding yourself back? And I think that this one's going to get deep. I know that I was holding myself back for so long, I just couldn't get out of my own way. And I think that's something that we all have in common, is that we get in our way too much. And we all have infinite potential. This isn't even an exaggeration. The possibilities are actually limitless of what you can accomplish, of who you can be, of who you truly are. And deep down, I think that we're afraid of this potential. Or maybe not deep down we're afraid of this potential, is that our ego is afraid of this potential because ego doesn't have infinite potential. Spirit, our higher self, our true worth is infinite potential. And I think ego is afraid of this true power, of this true worth, because it pales in comparison. It is weak. Ego, in its fear-based thinking and lies and negativity, is weak compared to the power of love, of truth, of spirit. And so we try to hold ourselves back. So ego tries to hold us back, which we think is us, and we identify with it. And I used to really hold myself back. Really. You could probably tell, but a big part of my mental health issues was me holding myself back, me continually telling myself lies and limiting beliefs about how I didn't believe in myself, about how I didn't think that I was worthy. And I really started to believe this because the repetition over time embedded it into my mind, embedded it into my subconscious that this is the way I should be. I should always feel unworthy. And it took me a while to reprogram my mind to become more negative and stop, or to become less negative, more positive, and to stop believing that the lies ego is continually telling me, to the point where I kind of just laugh it off now. I'm like, all right, ego, you're hurt. You want to try to hurt me? Well, I'm just going to show you love because you can't hurt me. I'm filled with love. You can't hurt somebody that's filled with love. And this is really all just about getting out of your own way. Get out of your own way to meet your higher self today. Your higher self is within you. Get out of your own way to be your higher self today. Your true nature is infinite love. Infinite love, nothing more, nothing less. And there's really no reason to be afraid of that. For some reason, we are afraid of that. And the more I think about it, it's really just that ego is afraid of that because ego can't imagine infinite love, so it doesn't want to have anything to do with it. And all of these limits and boundaries and limiting beliefs are all in our minds. It's all in your minds. And we're just holding ourselves back from really breaking through these limits. We're kind of chaining ourselves up because we don't want to see what our infinite potential can be. So we're holding ourselves back. And one way that I've really helped break my mental limits and boundaries is through meditation. Inquiring about my thoughts, seeing them more objectively, and just facing them with love and letting them go, letting them flow, and letting these illusory walls in my mind really break down and seeing kind of the limitless nature of reality. Because in true reality, you are limitless. Nothing can hold you back but you. But why are you holding yourself back? Is it because you're afraid of all that you can do? You're afraid of the great impact that you can have on the world? And if you feel like you're being held back, your initial inclination is to blame. Wow, another big word to start the morning. Love that. Your initial inclination is to blame something outside of you, is kind of to push away responsibility because you don't think that you could be holding yourself back. But when you blame something outside of you, you're giving your power away to that thing that you genuinely think that there's something that's outside you that could control you, that could hold you back. No, you are the one who is holding yourself back. You have limitless potential, infinite potential, and I'll ask it one more time before this episode ends. Why are you holding yourself back? Why?